What's going on, everybody? Craig from the Speed Shed. I thought I'd come back and do a bit of a video. It's been quite some time since I've done one. I just had a bit of a look on YouTube. The last video like this that I did was July 2022, and that was 2-year-old footage as it was. So between 2020 and now, as most people would know, between or after COVID, there's been lots of things change. For me personally, lots of things have changed. Changed career, I've moved house, and just some things that aren't really conducive to making videos. So I've had a few people recently ask me, hey, why aren't you making videos? When are you going to make some more videos? And I guess the reason I'm not, well, there's a few reasons. Firstly, I've moved house. You can probably see different background. My last house was a lot better set up for making videos like this, working on the boat in the shed and that sort of thing. So that was good. We've moved house. This house not so well set up. You can probably hear in the background lots of road noise. I live on a fairly main road, so there's always lots of road noise. The other thing is, directly above my head, we live in a 2-story house. Downstairs garage, upstairs is the bedrooms. So directly above my head is where my kids are sleeping at night. So not really great for making videos in the evenings like I used to. I guess prior to that, when I first started the channel, when I was down in Victoria, I had access to our workshop, and it was perfect for doing these sorts of things. So a few things changed, and it's sort of not been so great for making videos. I guess since we first started, plenty of changes, like new intercooler, things like that, different intake, quite a few things in terms of the engine. Obviously in the last video we would have seen the replacement of the engine. That's still in there. It is just ticked over to May 2024. In June, start of June 2023, I did have a crash in the boat, which I'll insert some footage of, which was pretty gnarly. And so I was racing, the boat rolled over, bit of a freak thing, just caught the wrong bit of wash and it just went up on its side and rolled over. Unfortunately the boat sunk, which wasn't too bad. Yeah, everything's filled with water, but it's not the end of the world. It can be sort of fixed. When it was towed back around, the boat, sort of as you're towing, it's moving, it's sitting upright, and as you slow down, they tend to drop. And so it dropped as it came back around to the bank and sort of bounced off the bottom. So bent a rudder, bent the propeller, bent a prop shaft. So I've got quite a few new little bits and bobs in there. Many thanks to the help of GBEX, sorting me out for some of those things. So new prop shaft, the gearbox has had a bunch of work done to it. I've got another rudder in there. My prop got fixed up, thankfully, so that was able to be sorted out thanks to a mate. So it's had lots of work done. Now I brought the engine home. I hurt my ribs in the crash, so I didn't work on it for a little while. I just filled it up full of diesel and left it, hoping that would be sweet, which for the most part it helped. But of course, the diesel can only go as far as the manifolds will fill up. So I didn't completely fill the cylinders, and so therefore I ended up with a bit of rust and just corrosion-y, gross, white looking stuff on the cylinder head. So over the last sort of 11 months, I've ripped the cylinder head off, put some new bits in it, just some new valves, gave it a bit of a once over, make sure everything's sweet. The bores and stuff were pretty good. They had a slight bit of surface rust, but overall they're pretty good. Tidied those up. There was nothing too crazy there. So the engine's been bolted back together. The turbo ended up being dead from the crash. Couldn't get the exhaust housing off. It had just shrunk to the core, so that was ruined. So the turbo's been replaced again, thanks to a good mate of mine who's actually sponsored me with a turbo, so that was quite nice. I had the Haltech sent down back to Haltech Had some issues, it wouldn't show correct voltage and a couple other things. It was acting a bit weird, so I sent it back to them. They sorted that out for me, so fixed that under warranty, thankfully, which it wasn't a warranty item, I guess. I sunk the boat, but that was really nice of them to sort that out. So I've really been helped out by a lot of people in the last sort of 6 months with bits and pieces and helping me in various different ways along the way. So for those of you that have helped me, I am thoroughly thankful for you. So cheers. I guess from here, next stage is to continue on getting the boat back on the water. We did have a race meet last month, which I was hoping to get to and just didn't happen. I had a dead ignition module, which I still yet to buy another one, so I need to sort that out. I've completely de-pinned all the wiring loom, put it into a sealed box, or put the ECU into a sealed box now, fed the wiring through, repinned it, put it back in. That was quite a few nights of work just involved in that, getting everything right. I've just got to finish tidying up a few little things of the wiring, make some brackets to sit the new box on and that sort of stuff. New prop shaft has gone in, that's ready to be aligned, just need to align that, and then can sort of start bolting everything back together. And then I'll be ready for our next race meet, which is in June. I think it's middle of June from memory. When I've got a bit more time and I've cleaned some things up a bit, because you don't want to see what's around this boat. See, boats make good benches when you're not using them. You put all your stuff on the top of them, and then they become good storage benches, which is not a great thing, but you ask any boat owner, I'm pretty sure they'll probably tell you the same thing. So once I've had some more time, I can tidy up. I can do a bit more of an in-depth video into what I've actually done in the past few years and where we're at with it. And there is, like I say, quite a few changes that have happened, but very much the same at the same time. So that's where we're at the moment. Do have merch available now. I will put a link in the notes down below. I am aiming to do some more videos with other people based on their boats and what they're doing to them. So stay tuned for that, and hopefully we'll get a few of those things out soon. Thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.